Happy Monday, everyone. I hope you had an excellent weekend. I'm looking forward to having an opportunity to hang with you here today. We're going to try to pack as much into the next 50, 55 minutes, I would think, as we possibly can. Obviously, we're going to call on those of you who have been using this platform for a period of time to support and assist those individuals who are here kicking tires, doing their due diligence, walking through the process to decide whether this is something that's appropriate for them or not. Thanks very much, Jojo. A very happy Monday to you as well. So first of all, we're going to discuss a platform that many of you lovingly know as CFX. The market with which CFX is involved is probably obvious. It's in the name. We're going to be talking about the global foreign exchange market and how you can put yourself in a position to profit from the global foreign exchange market, even if you're a total trade novice and know absolutely nothing about the foreign exchange market. Now, that said, I think we'll start with a disclaimer right off the top. It is very important that all of you understand that foreign exchange market is a money market nevertheless, and to make sure that you're only risking capital that you can afford to lose. This is a very important thing to do. Even though this is fully automated, the fact of the matter is that nobody wins every single trade that they're in the foreign exchange market rather. Now, what's most important and probably most impressive about this particular platform is the fact that it is designed to run from a smartphone or tablet, fully automated, if that's something that interests you. Now, there's a great deal of expertise, certainly a great deal of money, planning, time, and effort that go into taking something as complicated as the global Forex market and dumbing it down to a platform that you can use from a tablet or a smartphone. We'll talk a little bit more about that as we move through the presentation. But before we get any further, we're all going to watch a 90-second video together. This year, we are seeing the dream of financial freedom being pushed further and further away from millions of people. Record business closures and massive global layoffs are pushing people's budgets to the breaking point and having a dramatic effect on their quality of life. Many people are being forced to survive on credit, paying today's bills with tomorrow's wages. This is a guaranteed path to financial disaster. Are you currently enjoying the lifestyle that you're working so hard to achieve? In contrast to these statistics, the wealthiest of our populations increase their net worth year after year, and they're able to accelerate their wealth during economic downturns. How is this possible? Financially experienced people put wealth-building principles to work for them, rather than trading their time for a wage. In the following video, we'll introduce you to two of these powerful principles and show you how you can get them working for you right away. At CFX, we believe the opportunity to create financial abundance is the right of every person. A better life can begin now. Start your journey with us today. It will be the most empowering change you've ever made. So who is CFX for? Well, if you're an individual who is looking for a little bit more out of life and you're just not exactly sure where to find it, if you've always felt that or wanted an opportunity perhaps to increase your net worth, your earnings on a month-by-month and a year-by-year basis, but are a little bit unsure as to where to go or how to go about doing that, this may be a platform that is appropriate for you. The CFX family is growing very quickly all around the world. I think we're approaching probably 200,000 members that are using this platform enthusiastically. Of course, this was also meant to be, even though we launched not long after COVID inflicted its deadly, frustrating challenges on all of us, this was meant to be a live events company. So there was meant to be opportunities for you to all meet each other, meet the founders of this platform, rub shoulders with like-minded individuals who are looking to squeeze a little more juice out of life. So let's talk a little bit about all of that, and let's see also if we can't get our members in good standing to communicate during the course of this presentation and chat with those of you who are brand new, or those of you who are perhaps not even members and just doing some tire kicking and due diligence right now. So first of all, CFX has a footprint in two very significant industries. One of those industries obviously is the global Forex market. We've been talking about that for the past few minutes. but also in the e-learning space. And if you have a look to the left-hand side of your screen, you can see some e-learning statistics. Obviously, I think with what's been happening around the world now, with the whole world starting to become familiar with Zoom, I suspect 2 years ago, one person in 10,000 knew what Zoom was. Well, that's certainly not the case anymore. So to say that we're probably going to have market worth exceeding $325 billion by 2025, well, I'd say that's a virtual surety. The other thing, take a look at that last bullet point. I think this is one that's very important. If you're an individual who has been forced out of the office, or if you have children, or if you are children that has been forced out of the classroom and you're having to study at home, there is, I suppose, a bit of a silver lining if we're looking for silver linings, and that is that leaving the work environment or leaving the classroom environment doesn't mean that your work has to suffer. In fact, statistically, doing work where you're in an environment that you are in control of, you can actually be more effective, more efficient in your efforts. Now, on the other side of the screen, of course, the global Forex market, you can see a graphic that's up right now comparing the equities and futures markets to the Forex market. The most important take home from this graphic is that the global Forex market is absolutely immense. Now, many of you get questions from friends. I certainly get questions from friends. How can CFX continue to trade successfully for such a significant number of people? Well, the answer is fairly straightforward, and that is the size of the global Forex market. Now, I'm certainly not here to tell you or to imply that trading successfully is easy, because it's not. But the reason that there's room for as many people as there are in the CFX family and a growing list is because of the size of this market. $5.3 trillion. This is an average. Obviously, there are days that exceed 5.3 trillion, and there are days that are smaller than that as well. But this is the largest, most liquid financial market in the world. And it's also historically proven to be recession-proof because of that immensity. So this is the first opportunity. I would like those of you who have been using this platform for a prolonged period of time. Of course, the platform first started taking members as far back as July 2019. So for those of you who at least were using CFX all throughout 2020, when COVID really hit the marketplace and really started turning the Dow and the S&P and the stock market upside down, for those of you using this platform, if you can verify that you had successful trading weeks, week after week after week through 2020, please go ahead and verify that by putting a 1 in the chat. Now, as I said before, that does not mean that CFX wins every single trade. But during a very challenging and very frustrating year, 2020, we saw the consistency with some of the actions and efforts and the technology that CFX uses. And this is a byproduct of all of the efforts that they're making, is the consistency with the verification that you're seeing in the chat right now of consistently profitable weeks. There's also a great deal of flexibility in risk management strategies that are available in Forex. In fact, we mentioned that in the tail end of that video. Also, you can leverage and compound, two of the financial principles that we also mentioned in that video as well. And we'll talk more about those in just a few minutes. And then lastly, this is a 5-day per week market, not 7 days a week. I know that many of you are starting to pay attention to the cryptocurrency market with, of course, what's been happening with the pricing of BTC and many other altcoins like Ethereum. This is Monday to Friday versus 7 days a week in the crypto space. So the very first market to open are the Asian markets, and the last market to close is the New York market on the Friday afternoon. Okay, so first of all, why? Why was this project launched in the first place? The purpose. You'll be introduced to the two founders of this company in just a moment. One of those founders is someone who's obsessed with the global Forex market and has been for many, many years. And through that period of time has developed relationships with some very skilled individuals. And they've put together a team, and that team has been working together for a long time now, developing technology that we lovingly refer to as EAs, or expert advisors. We'll talk more about those expert advisors in a moment. But that group of individuals, through prolonged exceptional results in the global Forex market, shared their results with another founder who you'll meet in just a moment. And that was the foundation for the launch of CFX. So this may sound a little altruistic for you, but it really was to launch a platform for individuals in desperate need of adding to their income source, a little more money at the end of the month, but have no skills at all in the global Forex market. And because of some of the technology we'll be discussing, can put themselves in a favorable position without going through the years of trial and error and losses that would normally require one to develop really legitimate trading chops in the Forex market. Positioning is simple. We're focused on technology, and we'll talk more about that tech in just a minute. So here are the two founders I was alluding to just a moment ago, Oscar Lopez and Edwin Abad. Edwin is the VP of Trading Operations, and this is the founder that is Forex Obsessed, as I mentioned before. A number of you, perhaps even on this call, have had an opportunity to meet Edwin, and you can tell when you have conversations with him just how passionate he is about the global Forex market. And it was results that he and his team were developing and experiencing over a prolonged period of time that ended up sharing those results with Waskar, who is the CEO of CFX, and that really laid the foundation for the launch of the platform. So it's important for those of you who are here doing your due diligence to understand that this is a company that existed in product first before anything else. And in my humble opinion, that's the only platform to align yourself with. You need to make sure that you're dealing with a group of experts in a particular thing. They need to have some sort of advantage. And that in this particular case, it is the EA development that gives CFX its advantage. And then the other thing, of course, is you need to make sure that you're aligning with a company that owns all of its own technology. I know that companies can be successful selling third party. I think mathematically over a prolonged period of time, not only is that a difficult thing to do, but in something as challenging as the global Forex market, not being in total control of your primary product, which would be trading, I think would be a significant liability in my own personal opinion. So everything that CFX has, everything they make is all proprietary. They own and control all of it. Offices. All right. So this is this particular slide is again, this is something that some of you may be able to verify. Some of you have toured these facilities because of course, pre-COVID, the company had its first official event was in November 8th of 2019. And so some of you may have actually toured these facilities already. You may have, in fact, even met the architecture and interior design firm that designed these artist rendition photos that are building out this space, as you'll see in these photographs. The most important thing about this space is it's being built for you. So if you are an individual who is enthusiastically looking for a home, for a product, a technology, and a team to endorse and build, this is going to be something that you'll be able to visit not only once, but anytime you want to. If there's specific staff members or team members you want to meet, you'll simply need to phone down in advance and make sure that they're there when you're there. But most importantly, when the ribbon cutting ceremony happens, I'm not going to give you the exact date because of the challenges Panama's experienced through COVID. I know they're working very, very hard to make that ribbon cutting ceremony happen as soon as they possibly can. As soon as that's done, then they're open. Doors are open. Now, one of the other things that you're going to learn about in just a couple of minutes is a primary product that CFX has, something called their Academy. To think of it as an online university would probably be the best way of wrapping your head around that academy. And that academy is going to have a real life element to it as well, classroom environments where you'll have an opportunity to work very closely with live professional traders and really hammer home the curriculum that you receive in that academy. And the reason I'm bringing that up now is that this office, inside this office, actually will have space theater style for up to 150 people in a single class. Okay, so the reason why most of you are probably here has to do with something you've heard about the trading results. Now, you learned just a moment ago from members that have been using the platform for more than a year in the chat that they've seen consistent results over the course of that year. There's a reason for that consistency. And again, in my opinion, the most important thing in trading is consistency. I've got many trading friends, and I'm sure that some of you do as well, that are a little bit more the gambler type, and they love the excitement and sort of the lure of trading from a gambler's perspective. And they have some absolutely incredible trading days or incredible trading weeks or incredible trading months, followed by months of getting their rear ends kicked. And so it's those extreme highs and lows that attract them to the trading space. I can tell you, CFX operates exactly the opposite to that. And this is not a criticism to my trading friends that love to gamble. It simply is a peace of mind statement for those of you who don't have trading experience and are really just looking for consistency. The fact that all of the trading tech is owned and operated by the company, A, and B, the individuals that developed all of that software are the same individuals that pour over trading results every Monday to Friday at the end of every trading day to make sure that all of their tech is operating as efficiently as it possibly can. That's the focus here. So when we talk about risk management in the Forex bullet point slide, or when we bring up risk management in our 90-second video, it's because a great deal of importance is placed upon risk management. Now, web TV is something that all of you have access to directly from your back office. You can access that from your smartphone or your tablet or your laptop or your desktop, whatever it is that you use. Most importantly, though, it's something that you can take with you everywhere you go. So if you're meeting friends for lunch or you're meeting them for coffee, you can open up your web TV and show friends an iframe, a window right into trading operations, a screen, MetaTrader 4, which is a very common trading infrastructure that many brokers around the world use. In fact, you can see that screen on the computer and monitor at the bottom of the slide. It's showing a Euro Australian dollar trade. You can see the green and yellow candlesticks. It says the type of trade, this particular trade is a swing trade. And so in your back office, you can see that CFX is trading major pairs, minor pairs. They're not typically trading exotics. There are a number of things that they do that ensure that stability and consistency in trading results. And we won't go into that in this presentation, but there's plenty of opportunity for you to see more exactly how they're getting the results that they are in time. Okay, a very short video for you that revolves around the academy we just mentioned a moment ago. So as I mentioned before, the best way to think of this as an online university. First of all, and foremost, this is an environment that has also been custom built by CFX programmers. So they're not using a third party, not that there's certainly anything wrong with that, but for the long-term plans of the company, adding more and more course curriculum and laying it out exactly the way they want to, they felt it was easier just to spend the money and take the time and build out the entire university environment themselves. So they've done that, and all of the curriculum. In fact, the curriculum you can see during that video, there was a laptop screen and it had a gentleman in a gray jacket speaking to the screen. Now, very similar to the way a weatherman would or a news broadcaster would, with graphics appearing over their right or left shoulder. That was the original plan for all of the curriculum for the academy. Of course, again, with travel being all but shut down, especially in the US and Canada, where those actors were being hired to record all of that curriculum, the company had to shift gears. And one of the ways they've decided to shift gears is graphically show all of the things that you need to see on all of those videos without using live actors and actresses. Now, you've heard me say it before. I think in the long run, it's going to be a bit of a blessing in disguise because it's much easier to convert all of that curriculum to the multiple languages that are required for CFX around the world than it is to hire 20 or 30 or 40 different actors and actresses all speaking different languages. So this curriculum would be broken up into 3 separate series. You can see the Elemental, Advanced, and then the Supreme series. And for those of you who are genuinely interested in developing long-term trading skills and actually being involved in the process, whether it's in a semi-manual way or a fully manual way, ultimately that's what the Academy is going to be able to do for you. And for those of you who want to take trading all the way to that nth degree? Well, it'll be a combination of going through all of this curriculum and then actually going to the office and honing your skills and working with the live professionals at the office as well. However, that said, we know that there are many of you, in fact, maybe even the majority of you, that are quite happy to lean on the EAs, lean on the trading expertise from the development team, and simply allow the software to do what it does without you having to be involved in the process at all. The bottom line is this: CFX was meant to be a full service trading platform. Those of us that want nothing to do, all the way to the other end of the spectrum, those of you who want to do everything yourself. All right, so the trading package ladder is how ultimately you're going to access the Trading Academy. In fact, if you remember, the Academy was broken up to 3 separate series: the Elemental series, the Advanced series, and the Supreme series. And you can see in front of you right now, the first 5 steps on the trading pack ladder. So this is how we refer to it. Step number 1 is a $300 step. Step number 2 is a $500 step. Step number 3 is a $1,000 step. And these are cumulative. So you can start, for example, at a $300 trade package. And through successful participation, you can use gains to take the next step up, which is simply paying the difference between your starting position and the next position. $200 then would get you to the $500 trading pack position, and so on and so forth. So that's why we refer to this as a ladder, and you're meant to climb that ladder if that's a goal that you have for yourself, to work your way up into larger and larger trade packs, giving yourself the potential for larger and larger daily trading gains. And the goal really is for you to be able to start anywhere you want to start and work your way up to the largest trade packages without going back into your pocket, without spending more of your savings, or without using a credit card. And so this was very carefully designed to give you the opportunity to get into larger and larger trading packs while spending as little as you want to get started. So you can start anywhere that you want to on this ladder. For example, if you decided rather than starting at a $300 trade pack, you would like to start at a $2,000 trade pack, well, you'll notice that there are 3 lines of text next to each one of these trade packs. It says Academy Pack, Trade Pool Deposit, and Leadership Program. The most important thing from the Academy Pack is always 30% of the value of whichever trade package that you start with. So for example, if you look at $300, 30% of $300 is $90. That's how you're going to access the first section in the video library of the Forex Academy. If you started in contrast at the $2,000 level, well, 30% of $2,000 is $600. Well, that's going to get you access to the online university at the $2,000 level. Plus, it's going to include all of the curriculum from the $1,000 level, the $500 level, and the $300 level. So it's a cumulative. Every single one of you needs to begin at the beginning. And so you can begin anywhere you want at the trade package purchase and know that you're going to get all of the curriculum from that point and anything that precedes it as well. Okay. All right. So on to the Advanced series. Notice that there's a second line of text next to each one of these icons. It says Trade Pool Deposit. So for example, have a look at a $7,000 trade package. Now, 30% of $7,000 is $2,100. That leaves a remainder of $4,900. $4,900 is 70% of $7,000. So the trade pool the trade pool deposit is made up of the remaining 70% of the value of the trade package. Okay. Take $10,000 as an example. 30% of $10,000 is $3,000. That gives you all of the online university curriculum from the $10,000 pack to the 7 to the 5 to the 3, 2, 1, $500 and $300. The remaining $7,000 is 70% of the trade package price. And that's going to go to work for you in the global Forex market using all of the technology, the software, and the expertise that we've been talking about up until this point in the presentation. Now, the last series is the Supreme series. And you can see here are the final 5 steps of the 15-step trade package ladder: $30,000, $40,000, $50,000, $70,000, and $100,000. So the aim if you so choose, because this is entirely up to you, the aim for you for maximum benefit is to climb the entire trade package ladder. And again, there was designed a way for you to do so without spending any extra of your own dollars. Okay, you can climb using gains that you're participating or generating through participation in the platform itself. Now, I know some of you on this call have probably already climbed all the way to the top of the trade package ladder, and you're trading a $100,000 trade package, which means that 70% of that, or $70,000, is being traded on your behalf in the global Forex market. So as you can imagine, a 1% trading day would make $700. A 2% trading day would make $1,400, and so on and so forth. Now, what do we make on a daily basis? Well, that really depends on the trading market and the accumulation of winning trades versus losing trades by the end of the trading day. We'll talk more about that in just a couple of minutes. But before we move on past the trade package ladder, I'd like those of you who have been involved in CFX for some time to take a moment, hit the chat, let our guests and our new members know where you started in the trade package ladder, how long ago you started there, and where you are at present. I think that would be an advantage for our guests in the room to get a sense of the various periods of time that one may choose to climb through the trade package ladder. It is also important, those of you who are guests and new, that you can start anywhere in this trade package ladder. I have known friends to start at $300 in the trade package ladder, and they've climbed all the way to the top of $100,000 trade packages themselves. So rest assured that you can get there from any starting position in the trade package ladder. It's also important you understand, though, that participation is an absolutely no guarantee of success. And we'll talk more about that in just a couple of minutes as well. Okay, so for those of you who are dropping your progress in the chat for the benefits of new members, thanks very much for taking time to do that. Now, this slide is simply a transition slide. We're going to start focusing now on all of the bonuses, all of the ways to earn that are available through CFX. So for those of you who are looking to squeeze every dollar out of the project, we're going to talk exactly about how you can do that moving forward. But we're going to focus at the very beginning on trading gains. So we refer to trading gains, a little bit of a play on terms, bear and bull markets, bear capital. You can see at the top of the screen, BEAR. Bear capital is the title that we give for any trading activity gain. And in fact, you can see there's another bonus in there as well. But primarily when we talk about bear capital, we're talking about trading gains. So you can start, for example, at any one of those trade packages from $300 and on up, and you can earn 2 times the value of that trade package in accumulating day to day, Monday to Friday trading gains. So for example, if you did start at a $300 trading package, you can make $600 in bear capital. The other way that you can earn, of course, is in bull capital, BULL. Now you can see in the paragraph under the title bull capital, there's a number of bonuses all listed. Bull capital is something that you gain access to by referring a minimum of one other person to the CFX platform. And you can earn an additional 2 times the value of any trade package in bull capital. So for example, if you got started at $300 was your starting trade package, bear capital can earn you $600 and bull capital can earn you an additional $600. So $300 to $1,200. And that would be through those gains that you can take a portion of that, you put that in your jeans. And if you choose, it's entirely optional. You can take a portion of that and you can take the next step up the trade package ladder. So let's take a look at the bear and bull benefits in a bit of a 30,000 foot overview, just so that all of this makes sense to you. First of all, on the left-hand side of the screen that you can see, we have a $1,000 trade package. We'll use this $1,000 trade package as an example. And to the north of that, you can see bear capital. Now, it's important you understand, if you're only interested in taking advantage of the tech that CFX has and letting it run in an automated way so that there's no trading activity that you need to engage in, you're going to be earning bear capital. Remember, that's 70% of the value of a trade package. In this case, $700 on a $1,000 trade package. Now, this can continue to accrue Monday to Friday, week after week, until you've maximized your ability to earn on a $1,000 trade package. And that is, remember, at 2 times or 200%, $1,000, which would be $2,000. Now, below that, you can see a representation for bull capital. Bull capital is the remaining 30% that was earmarked for that product sale. That product, of course, is the curriculum inside the online university we call the academy. So the remaining 30% of a $1,000 trade package is $300. And that $300 is broken into two bonuses. Half of it, or $150, is into a fast start bonus, and the other half is broken into a unilevel bonus. One of those is a personal or an individual bonus, and the other is a team bonus. And again, those bonuses can also continue to accrue until you earn an additional 2 times or 200% of a $1,000 trade package. So in this example, depending on the option with which you choose to participate, you could earn $2,000 on your $1,000 trade package, or you could earn $4,000 on your $1,000 trade package. The choice is simply yours. In any case, whichever choice you choose, you have a couple of options. There's actually 3 options once either of those ends are met. One of those options, you can withdraw all of your gains, you can pay a withdrawal fee, put the rest of the money in your pocket, and walk away from the platform profitable, and that's the end of it. Another one of your options, of course, is that you can withdraw all of your gains, pay a withdrawal fee, and purchase a new $1,000 trade package. Of course, you were profitable the first time, so stands the reason you may consider doing it a second time. There is a third option, though, and it's the option that the members were taking as they were sharing their results in the chat with you just a couple of moments ago. And that third option is actually withdrawing your gains, paying a withdrawal fee, putting some of those gains in your pocket, and putting some of those gains into climbing the next step up the trade package ladder. Now, if you don't recall, a $1,000 trade package was in the elemental series, those first 5 steps of options. The next step after $1,000 is $2,000. Why would one want to climb the trade package ladder? Well, it's simple. If 70% of the value of your trade package is being traded on your behalf, and you climb from a $1,000 to $2,000 trade package, well, you're now actually trading $1,400. So it stands to reason that the net gain on your trading activity is going to mean more growth, more profit for you on the profitable days, because you have twice the amount of capital that's being traded. And this is why members are continually climbing that trade package ladder. Okay. All right, so let's review each of those elements on their own in a little more detail. Now, number one, of course, is trading results. It's the most important thing. It's the one that absolutely everybody benefits from, is trading results. The way that this works, very simply, is at the end of every single trading day, winning trades and losing trades are added together. From that total, the company takes its success fee, their trading activity fee, right off the top, and the balance from that day's results are shared with every member. And they're shared with every member evenly. So, for example, if we had a 1.35% trading day, every member would receive 1.35% growth based on the total activity or the total size of capital that they're trading in their own trade package. Very simple, okay? There's no skewed numbers. There's no pay to play. There's no offering of a higher trading result if you're spending more money in CFX. It's immoral. It's also unfair. And generally, if you find platforms like that, it would be wise probably just to steer clear of them. The other thing that's important you understand about the trading results is that there is a cap, a maximum that you can earn in a single week of 15%. Okay. Now, this is also quite important because many people misunderstand this cap and they think it's a guarantee, 50% per week guarantee. That's not the case. There are no guarantees in the Forex world. Winning trades, losing trades are added together and off with the success fee taken off. Then dividing that amongst all participating members is how you get your daily trading result. Now, if we do happen to hit 15% in a single week, perhaps we hit that on a Thursday as an example. On a Friday, you'll see no more trading results because you just hit the 15% cap. Okay, now, the 2 bonuses that we'll discuss over the next few minutes are coming from the Academy Pack sale. If you remember that 70-30 split, 70% of the value of any trade package is going to work for you in the global Forex market. The remaining 30%, if you recall, was for the purchase of a product. It's purchasing you at a particular level, accessing in the Trade Pack Academy, in the online university. Now, from that 30%, 2 bonuses are paid. And that's why it says 50% fast start. If you notice, it also said 50% unilevel. So the 30% of your trade package that's going to a product sale is being split into 2 bonuses. Here's a simpler way of looking at the math. Let's say you're trading a $1,000 trade package like we used in the example a couple of slides ago. $1,000 trade package, 30% of $1,000 is $300, and 50% of $300 is $150. So if you shared this with a friend and they got involved at a $1,000 trade pack level, well, you would earn a fast start bonus of $150. Okay. Now, here's the great thing. In fact, probably the best thing about the fast start bonus is, as that friend of yours starts to see benefits in participating, if they choose to climb the trade package ladder to a $2,000 trade package, a $3,000 trade package, a $5,000 trade package, and so on, you will receive a fast start bonus every single time they choose to take a step up the trade package ladder. And you're receiving that 15% fast start bonus on the total from their starting position to where they move up to. For example, if I'm at a $1,000 trade package and I move to $2,000, that $1,000 jump, you'll earn 15% of. If I'm at a $20,000 trade package and I choose to move to a $30,000 trade package, that's a $10,000 jump, and you'll earn 15% of that as well. And that will continue all the way through as they climb that trade package ladder. So this becomes a very, very powerful bonus for you. The other bonus, the other 50% or 15% of the value of any trade package goes to the unilevel. Now, remember, the unilevel is a team-based bonus. So you have an opportunity to leverage yourself in a growing team in this bonus versus the fast start bonus, which is singular. Anytime you share the platform with someone else, you'll get a bonus. When you share the platform with another person, you'll get a bonus every time they climb the trade package ladder. The unilevel bonus is very different. This is a team-based, a leverage-based bonus. Now you can see from looking at the screen right now that levels 1, 2, 3, and 4 are automatically unlocked when you join the platform. You'll also notice that each one of those 4 levels are 10% payout levels. 10% of what? Well, it's 10% of the injection anytime anyone purchases a trade package, whether they're a brand new member or whether they're a recurring member climbing the trade package ladder. So, for example, somebody gets involved and it's somebody that you've shared CFX with, which means that they're joining CFX on your level 1. They join with a $1,000 trade package to be consistent. That means $150, 15% of $1,000 is going into this bonus. Now they're on a 10% level for you because levels 1, 2, 3, 4 are all 10%. So you'll earn 10% of the $150 contribution that they just made to the unilevel bonus, $15 for you. Now, as you reach ranks, you're going to unlock additional levels of your unilevel bonus. And we'll talk about how you reach those ranks in just a few minutes. But needless to say, hitting executive unlocks levels 5 and 6 in this bonus. Hitting manager unlocks 7 and 8. Hitting director unlocks level 9. And hitting president's club unlocks level 10. So if you have a look at on the screen now, you've got 1, 2, 3, 4 levels at 10%. 2 levels at 20%, and 1, 2, 3, 4 more levels at 5% each. So if you add all of those together, you have 100%. So for every dollar that goes into the unilevel bonus, you know exactly where that dollar is going, how it's being dispersed. So, for example, if that person that joined with a $1,000 trade package did not join on your level 1, they were not sponsored by you, but instead they were sponsored by someone else, and they ended up on your level 5 or 6, well, you would earn 20% of the $150 going into the bonus. If they were getting involved at a $5,000 trade package, well, their contribution to the unilevel would be 15% of $5,000, $750 going into the bonus. And again, that $750 would be broken down as per the percentages that you see on the screen. Where this bonus really gains an awful lot of power is as friends start to share this platform with friends, and as this begins to grow exponentially, you have an opportunity to earn a percentage from all activities as this grows out between levels 1 through 10. And in fact, if you take a look at the last 3 ranks, President's Club Ambassador and Global Ambassador, in addition to being able to earn in 10 levels of depth in the unilevel, you also have access to what's referred to as a global bonus. And this global bonus can actually allow you to earn to infinity on all of this activity. So some of you, because CFX is quite easy to share and does grow quite quickly, some of you in a fairly short period of time are already seeing exponential growth through levels 1, 2, 3, 4, and into levels 5 and 6 and 7, 8, and so on. And over a longer period of time, you may see that grow to level 15, level 20, level 25, and beyond. So the global bonus becomes a very powerful addition for you because it means that you can earn on all activity as it continues to accumulate down below you in the unilevel. So the last bonus for us to discuss is the matrix. Now, this is a very different bonus than the previous two for a couple of reasons. First of all, the money that moves into this bonus is coming from a different source than the previous two. Remember, the previous two bonuses were being funded through a product sale, the sale of the academy, accessing the academy. This is being funded through the withdrawal fee that we talked about in that overview slide a few minutes ago. Remember, we said every time one makes a withdrawal, there is a withdrawal fee. Well, this is the withdrawal fee we were referring to. In the top paragraph, you'll notice there's a 20% withdrawal fee anytime any and all members make a withdrawal from CFX. In fact, in the second paragraph on the left-hand side of your screen, you can see that 20% withdrawal fee is divided amongst three bonuses. The one that you see in front of you is 50% of that fee, a 10% matching fee, and the remaining 40% is going to go to rank bonuses, leadership rank bonuses. We'll talk about those as we wrap up in a couple of minutes. But most importantly for you to understand, take a look at the caution sign on the left-hand side of your screen. This withdrawal fee is not designed to be a profit center for CFX. This is meant to be a profit center for you. It's deliberate in its design, and it's meant to create a consistent, reoccurring income for you. So let's talk about exactly how it pays you. First of all, take a look at the green numbers down the right-hand side of the graphic. 3, 3, 3, 5, 6, 10, 30, 20, 10, 10. Now add all those percentages together, equals 100%. So for every dollar that goes into this bonus, you know exactly how that dollar is being divided and shared. Okay, so ultimately, how do you earn? Well, let's say a member in your matrix, apologies, is making a withdrawal. I'm going to show you exactly how you earn. But before I do, I want to point out a couple of the differences in this bonus compared to the unilevel. Now, if you recall in the unilevel, I said you could share the platform with one friend, or you could share with 5 friends, or you can share with 20 friends or more. And anyone that you personally refer to the platform is going to live on your level 1. They're all on your level 1. They'll sit side by side by side, all starting unique teams that will then grow exponentially as they share with others in your unilevel. That's not the case in the matrix. In the matrix on level 1, you can see that there's only room for 3 people. And in fact, level 2 is level 1 for the people on your level 1. So you can see they each have room for 3 people themselves. In fact, that's why the numbers following the title of the bonus, 3 by 10. This is 10 levels in depth and only 3 wide on your level 1. So this grows in multiples of 3, 3, 9, 27, 81, etc. Now, the reason that this has been designed this way in a fixed and rigid structure is actually to create an opportunity for those individuals who will never share CFX with anyone. They got involved because they love the idea of profiting in the Forex market and they don't want to do the trading themselves. But this bonus was designed so that every single member has the potential to profit in the forced matrix, because every single member is making a withdrawal and they're contributing to this bonus. Okay, so this is absolutely not a guarantee. Remember, participation is no guarantee of success, but there is an opportunity. If I, for example, shared CFX with 10 friends and only 3 of them can fit on my level 1, where are the other 7 going to go? They're going to go wherever there is space available. If immediately the first 3 people I shared CFX with all shared with 3 friends, the 4th friend that I enroll, there's no room for that person on my level 2. It's already full. So this creates an environment where customers, those individuals who never share CFX with anybody, could end up with someone being dropped down into their matrix because there's only so many places for people to go. And if that's the case, and I know that some of you have dozens or even hundreds of people in your matrix, and you've never shared CFX with anybody. And that's how this and why this bonus was designed the way it was. So it builds out in multiples of 3. So let's say, for example, that somebody on your level 7 is going to do a $1,000 withdrawal. Now, a $1,000 withdrawal is going to be met with a 20% fee. That's $200 on $1,000. Now, remember, half of that fee is going into this bonus. Half of a $200 fee is $100. And if you take a look at the green number on the right-hand side of level 7, well, that's a 30% payout level. 30% of $100 going into the bonus is $30. So you would receive $30 from them doing a $1,000 withdrawal. And the other $70 of the 100 contribution is going to be divided amongst the other 9 levels. Now, that's a great thing in its own right, especially understanding, of course, that that person is probably going to do a withdrawal again and again and again and again. And over time, if they're choosing to climb the trade package ladder and earn larger trading gains over time with luck, or if they're choosing to share CFX with others and they're earning fast start bonuses and unilevel bonuses, etc., their withdrawals are going to get larger than $1,000 over time. In other words, their contribution to you and your matrix will get larger than $30 over time. And added to that, knowing that every single time that a member does a withdrawal, it triggers another bonus for you. There's a reason why there's so much excitement around this bonus. Because while it takes a little bit of time for this start to grow exponentially, over time, for many of you, this may become your largest source of income within CFX. Okay, the 10% matching bonus, very simple. If you're earning a fast start bonus from somebody, eventually over time, you're also going to get a matching bonus from their matrix. So they're sharing with friends and they're building out a team that's continuing to grow, or their matrix is continuing to grow and their matrix earnings are continuing to increase over time. You're going to receive a 10% match of anything that they earn each and every matrix payout. And you'll get that for every single person that you personally referred. Now, all the colored bars on the right-hand side of the screen are simply showing you how you will continue to access more and more levels of depth until you reach the end, which is levels 9 and 10 in the matrix. So you'll start with a $300 trade pack or $500. And as you continue to move up the trade package ladder, you'll also continue to unlock more and more levels of depth in the matrix. Okay, last thing for us to discuss, and that is how to climb through the leadership program starting at executive. Now, if you recall, the biggest jump in your earnings through the unilevel was reaching the rank of executive and unlocking levels 5 and 6. Unlocking levels 5 and 6, which were the two 20% payout levels. That's a big jump in your matrix earnings. So how do I hit executive? Well, first of all, 500 PVP. Now there's a 2-to-1 point to dollar ratio on all PV, on personal volume. Okay. So personal volume points, 500 means that to be an executive, you need to be using a minimum of a $1,000 trading pack. You also need to refer a minimum of 3 people, 3 separate people that joined with you directly. And over the course of your first 30 days and over any 30-day rolling period, your total group volume, GV, needs to be 25,000. So starting with those 3 friends, and as they start to share with others, who share with others, who share with others, and so on. Now, the last line, 15% max or 15,000 max, of those minimum 3 teams that you've started, 15,000 of the 25,000 required volume points, 15,000 is the most that can come from one line of lineage to meet your goal. Once you've accomplished that, you've hit the rank of executive. Congratulations. Now, it doesn't matter whether this takes you 30 days or 60 days or 90 days or even your first year in participation. If you are looking to squeeze every dollar you can from the bonuses in the plan, I would encourage you to set hitting executive as a personal goal. How do I become manager? Well, simple. I help 2 people become executives. How do you become director? You help 2 people become managers. How do you become president's club? Well, I help 3 people become directors. Now, 3 people are directors to hit president. This is why we begin right from the very beginning with 3 lines of lineage, because later down the road, you're going to need all 3 of them. Okay. Now, of course, you can add as many as you want, but 3 is the minimum. All right, so let's take a look as you continue to climb through this leadership program at some of the bonuses that are also released anytime you hit a rank. Okay, first of all, executive, in addition to unlocking levels 5 and 6 in the uni level, which are your 20% payout levels, you'll also receive a $900 iPad Air. That's the little paper-thin iPad with a foldable keyboard. And of course, for any of these bonuses, if you choose, you can also accept 75% of the value in BTC paid directly to you as well. When you reach the rank of manager, this is a significant prize for sure. $10,000 value, his or her Datejust stainless Rolex, or of course 75% of the value. When you're ready to hit the friendly skies again and start traveling, hitting director is going to unlock a $15,000 bonus, which is a 5-star vacation for 2 anywhere in the world. Hitting President's Club. Now, in addition to unlocking level 10 in the uni level, this is also, remember, this is the first step that unlocks the global bonus, level 11 to infinity. So while $100,000 towards anything that Porsche manufactures is a great thing, I would venture to say for many of you, hitting the global bonus is just as exciting. Likewise, when you hit ambassador, you dig further earnings into that global bonus, and you also receive $200,000 towards anything that Ferrari manufactures. And last but certainly not least, when you reach global ambassador. Now, we don't have a global ambassador yet. We are probably around month 20. We're not 2 years old yet. I'm not sure how long it's going to take for our first global ambassador to hit, but that's $500,000 towards anything Ferrari manufacturers, or of course, 75% of the value of that in BTC paid directly to you as well. So with that, I want to thank all of you for your participation in the chat. Thanks very much for those of you who have been a member for some time, for any support and information that you shared in the chat with new friends, new members and guests. And for those of you who are not yet a member of CFX, I would encourage you simply to get back to the person that asked you to watch this presentation. Let them know what feels most comfortable for you, whether that's getting involved and focusing only on trading results for the time being, or even though you don't have all the answers yet, perhaps you already know right now that you want to squeeze every dollar out of the CFX structure. Let your friends know, and so they'll help you get started the best way, the most appropriate for you. Thanks again, everyone. I hope you have a fantastic week. We'll be hanging out together again, same place, same time on Friday. Bye for now.